Hello all, Ruckus here, back with some Blitz action. This time a couple of games I've had on the back burner for a while. These were filmed on my old laptop, which really didn't handle the data coming in from my phone that well, which is why there was a skip just there in the footage. But it should be good from now on. This is the T110E5, the Tier 10 American Heavy. Obviously top of the current heavy line. It is not my favourite vehicle. I don't know whether it's just tier 10 games I don't like or if it's this tank in particular, but I just cannot make it work reliably. The win rate on this one sits 10% lower than my M103 and 20% lower than my T29. It's got strengths, but I don't know, it just doesn't feel as good as the tanks that preceded it. We're on Rockfield. Alpha Bro is my platoon mate in the Jagdpanzer E100, and this game gets off to a terrible start. 3 misses. I don't know how that missed. It must have gone right under him. And I'm being YOLO'd by an E75 and soon to be IS7. Armour on the front of the T110E5 is decent. It's got a slight pike nose. The turret is quite strong, and that machine gun tumor on the top is weak, but not super weak. Take a shot from the IS7, who is rushing me hard. A good point to take away from this video would be focusing your fire. Don't get distracted. You see here the E75 needs to go. No point wasting shots on the IS7. But I had him in mind there. You can see I was facing the armour towards him and I managed to bounce a shot. As he climbed the ridge, I track him hoping that Alpha or someone can shave off half his health as he was perched up there, but he gets away with the track repair and our object is in trouble. On the minimap, you see a heavy tank has appeared behind me, and IS-3 was, sets my engine on fire, put that out. Can't get distracted by that IS-3, but I need to face him, put my best armour forward. IS-7 has got to go. Side of the turret there, he pens. And I am a one-shot kill. IS-3 is not a bad face hugger if you can't get a clear shot on that the roof armour there, which is really thin. A bounce off the mantlet was a poor shot. I swapped to heat rounds. His teammates are telling him to use HE, but he's going for the machine gun on top. Whenever I think he's about to reload, I pull back, try and throw his aim off. He's still looking for it. And just sneak out of that one. And while that was happening, the rest of the team have cleaned up almost all the enemy. The Jagdpanzer E100 is on full health and we are losing men. I wasn't feeling too confident with my 75 hit points, so being very cautious here. Very lucky shot from that angle, firing down onto the lower plate. 258, I believe it is, millimeters penetration on this gun with standard AP. Another shot through the lower plate. I'm worried that that T28 is going to swing round and get me as I'm exposed on the edge of this hill. It's always the case. The killing blow is the one that bounces every time. Heat rounds, 340mm penetration is overkill against most tanks. In fact, 340mm is overkill on everything. T-28 never appeared, and doesn't last much longer. So this was filmed obviously back in the last patch, the Halloween update. Plenty of medals there with the Spartan Award and a Mastery. 5.5 myself, 3 for Alpha. 18 shots penetrated from 23. And quite a big repair bill on that one. 18k profit. The second match is on Foul Creek. It's the same lineup. It has the same data issues which sort themselves out 30 seconds in. And we are lucky enough to be playing on the right side of a fail matchmaker game. You can see we've got 2 extra tier 10s in this one. So bad luck to the enemy. They do play it well though. I get swarmed and only just survive. I think part of my issue with the E5 is that I still don't have a fully 100% crew in it yet, which is ridiculous because I've played 123 battles, amassed 212,000 XP, and it's still, the crew is still at 94%. Which seems like an outrageous grind just to get a full crew at tier 10, and comes across as a bit of a cynical money grab by Wargaming, I think, to encourage people to spend their gold on their tier 10 crews, which is what I've done for all my others because I just can't be bothered going through that much of a grind and playing that many games at tier 10, which are already hard enough, with a crew that's less than 100%. But I digress. Here we are, we've flanked out wide into the hilly area behind the cap. I've got a pattern to my right, IS-8 in front, the enemy TDs are near the cap to my left, and half of our forces over at the bridge still. So these mediums, one of which is still sitting in the cap for some reason, he really needs to get out of there, are outnumbered as we are here. Spend too much time looking at the pattern and the E75 takes advantage. But obviously Alpha's been able to hit the enemy Jagdpanzer. He was a one-shot kill, so I swapped a heat just to finish him off. Back to AP again. I'll start whittling down these two in front of me. That T62A is back in the cap circle and he is going to get pinned. It's pattern versus pattern behind me. All the rest of the enemy now on the cap circle side of this hill. But I'm fighting with an advantage. American tanks with their good gun oppression belong in these positions. You know, just cresting over a hill, only giving the turret, allows you to get shots away without taking much return fire. So E75 presenting a lot of side armor and rushing shots, but pattern behind me goes down and the other guy brings his gun to bear on me. Object 268 doesn't have the gun depression and didn't want to take a shot at my turret, and a very lucky penetration there. I take 2 more from the pattern and the IS-8. It's getting dicey. Hold this guy in position. Look to my left, the pattern is on the top of the hill. Realizes too late his mistake, and it's 1v1. IS-8 looking for the commander's hatch, but it is tougher than it would appear. I bounce off the mantlet again. These Russian tanks are good face huggers, but then Alpha Bro to the rescue, smashes him in the side, and I hit the commander's hatch to take him out. Very close one, that one. Spartan again, and the mastery. 4 for myself, 3.34 alpha, which is a lot from where he was sitting over the back of the map. 13 from 14, and 36k.